I know this can sound easy to do because sometimes when I hear people give advice, they give advice based on their own stories, based on their own experience, and sometimes expertise. But your lived experience is your truth, honestly. And sometimes people go through things and you're wondering, why shouldn't they do this? Could have done that. Why did they make that choice? A lot of people are stuck. I think that a lot of people are stuck. To be stuck is to be in that situation where you're so influenced by patterns, invisible patterns. I'm not talking spiritual things. I'm talking like histories of behavior, histories of choices, histories and repertoires of decision making patterns that have led to your avoidances, your structures of avoidances, structures of forfeitures, and structures of choices. So if you look closely in your life, or if you have someone help you look closely in your life from an evaluation perspective, you might find that there are patterns. There are patterns of choices, patterns of places where you go to, patterns in the category or group or type of people you are affiliated with, groups or organizations. You might notice that there is a pattern to the things that draw you and the things that push you. All right, so the things that pull you and the things that push you, there are patterns. There are patterns in the choices you have made around friends, around gender, around opinions, around social media posts that you respond to, or news that you get emotional about. Okay, so across your holistic life, across your social, emotional, spiritual, behavioral, physical, across all as domains of your life, there are patterns that you follow. Some of them you are conscious about those choices, but some of them you don't even know. They are more like reflex, they're more like automatic responses. So the more you understand these patterns, okay, and these influences, some of which are from your ACEs, like from your adverse childhood trauma, for example, that have shaped you and shapes you the way you perceive things and make meanings about what is valuable and what is not valuable, about what is safe and what is unsafe, about what you fear and what you crave. Okay, so it might originate from that. And because of repeated practice, time and time and time again, you have been under these patterns. You no longer need to think about it. The brain becomes like a default response mode. Okay, so I think that self-awareness, a core part of self-awareness is taking the time or using the help of others who know what to do to help you look at your histories, to help you look at your current experiences, and also your potential for the future, especially around your avoidances, the things you try to escape from, but also the things you want to access, you seek to access, or the attention that you crave, or maybe sensory experiences that you enjoy. Maybe music, it could be all kinds of sensory modality inputs that you receive that motivate you, because at the end of the day, it's you're looking for equilibrium around motivation and capacity, ability. Okay, so you need skill to be able to perform to a level of success, but you also need drive, you also need motivation. Okay, so understanding your motivational operations is a big part of your journey to success. What are those things that motivate you, and how do they interact? Okay, and then what skills do I need? What skills do I lack? Okay, I talk about can do problems and will do problems. There's a difference. A can do problem is a performance problem, is a skill problem, like a problem around capacity, competence. The solution is practice, is learning, get information, learning, practice a skill. Okay, but there is a will do problem, which is motivational. You lack the drive, you lack the energy, you know. Yeah. So the more understanding you have about these patterns, the better the chances of making data informed decisions that will move your life forward. Okay, it's influence the data decision, data informed, data guided. By data you're collecting historical data, but you're also having part data that shows you all these patterns. And with that, just maybe you can move things a little forward. So when you find people who feel stuck or who are in those situations where you're like, what you think they can do and get better, you think, and you're wondering why can't they help themselves? Why are they addicted to bad choices? Sometimes it's not that the people don't want to change, they lack the capacity to change. Trauma can disempower somebody. Okay, so they are stuck. It's not that they lack the willing or the willingness. They want to change, they just can't. And that's why healing comes. That's where rehabilitation. That's where expert support comes in. Support systems, professional support systems. Okay, not everybody is affected by the same circumstance in exactly the same way. So some people who are vulnerable to the will do problem are affected differently, and some others who are it's just they can do problem. What they just need to do is get information, learn it, and then they pick up and go. For some others, it might take time. It might take deconstruction. Deconstructing the elements that make up their stock, the factors in the stockness, if you like. All right, enjoy. Hope you picked up one thing or the other from what I've said, and give it a consideration. Enjoy.